Good morning, family. Happy Wednesday. Happy May Day. Today is the 1st of May. Can you believe it? We are well on our way heading to summer. All right. Well, let's start our day off the right way and see what Divine Spirit wants us to know from these oracle cards. Now, as you can see, Divine Spirit decided to bless us with two cards that came out with tarot today. So we'll get into that in just a minute. But let's start out with our fairy oracle today, and it's about inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. What are you being inspired to do? Maybe you already have an inspiration. Maybe we need to get it to manifest. All right. We get inspiration and downloads all the time. All right, so now we wait. Maybe you don't have to wait. It's totally up to you. All right. Now, our angelic light worker today is number 32. Twin flames and soulmates. Now, there can be a misconception about what this means, that it has to be male and female. No, it does not. We have soulmates and twin flames of like-minded individuals. It doesn't just have to be like with me. It's not just my husband. I have twin flames in this community. All right? Those are my prayer warriors. Ha ha. All right, let's see what it says. Twin flames and soulmates. We are karmically destined to connect with certain souls, and the learning meant to happen through those relationships. These souls might help us work through negative karma or open us to positivity, potential, and grace. There are connections in your life now that are meant to be. The wisdom within your heart will guide you as to the nature and duration of karmic relationship. Your heart knows how you can open up, let go, give, and receive so that karma can be resolved and healing gifts can be maximized for the spiritual benefit of all. Trust in what is happening in your relationships. Trust in where you will feel you are being led. Do not hold on to what has been. Open the eye within your heart that shows you what is now being asked of you with clarity. So, just like this community, there is a reason that we all found each other. You know, some of us found each other in other channels and came together and started, our own little group. And I think it's beautiful. I think we're growing all the time. You can call it karma if you want to. I call it fate and divine contracts, soul contracts, energy that we have so much in common that we were led to become this family. And some people have outgrown the family, that the purpose has already been served and they've moved on. And that's okay. That's totally fine. We wish them love and happiness and let them, transform into something new. But we send them off with love and light and wish them the best. All right? All right. Mystical Shaman today is actually the first one in the deck, the Ancient Ones. Number 1, the Ancient Ones. So I'm thinking ancestral. Let's see. Let's see what this says. The Ancient Ones are the shamans of old who defeated death and escaped from the tyranny of time. The Ancient Ones walked the earth like us in flesh and bone. Now they reside in infinity and can counsel us after we say yes to our calling. They're available to help us attain our full realization. So these are the wonderful, you can call them whatever you want, guardians, ascended masters, ancient loved one. Well, it says ancient ones, but loved ones that have passed from our own generation. And they're there to guide you, that have chosen not to come back here, but to help guide us who are still here. So just know that along with Creator and your angels, Yeshua, that you can ask for a little guidance from the ancient ones. Okay? All right, secret language of light today. Number 19, transformation. Oh, well, we just talked about transformation. All right. Are we transforming? All right. Are we transformers? There's an old joke for you. Yeah. Remember that cartoon? All right. Suffering is optional. Wow. Starting off pretty strong here. You're experiencing an ending. You're feeling a loss as a hole or a void in your life. This empty feeling is a space for something new and better. A new way will reveal itself very soon. Pain is something that happens to all of us, but suffering is a choice. I guess I partly agree with that and I partly disagree. I'll explain in a minute. To suffer is to believe thoughts that are not your soul truth. Justifying, analyzing, and rationalizing will separate you further from your soul's wisdom. From this state, you will blame yourself, another, or an event for feeling angry or sad. Focusing on the suffering will only cement the ideology or belief that created it. In other words, you become what you fight against. Now imagine what you can create by focusing on all the beautiful aspects of your life and what you're good at. Focus on where your life is filled with things that make you smile. Change starts with you, and all your desires begin with a dream. Where will you place your focus tomorrow morning? Okay, so what I meant by agreeing with it partially is that you choose to suffer. There are many people in the world that, they walked into a life where it's nothing but suffering. Now, supposedly with soul contracts, we chose to do that. And you also do have a choice of, do I get out of it? Or do I blame society? And it's kind of like that nature versus nurture. Some will say there's no excuse. You can get out of it. Stop suffering. Sometimes life stinks. And when it's going really, really bad, and you hear somebody come along like me that says, well, get out of it. Stop thinking that way. And they're like, well, yeah, easy for you to say. Well, I've been there. I've done that. I can speak from experience. It really was a life's choice. Did I enjoy the suffering? No. Were there times that I could have gotten out of it, but I didn't do the work? Yep. Yeah, we have to go in within ourselves and realize that you do have the power and authority to change anything you want. So I hope that you guys choose today not to suffer, that you transform into the light being that you are and the powerful spirit that you are. And it starts with the innermost depths of you, your heart and love. Okay? All right. Let's get into love and light today. Become still so you may hear God. For the life of every living thing is in his hand, and the breath of every human being. Sometimes as we're transforming, we're not listening to God. I'll try it my way. And being a patient creator, he goes, okay, how's that working for you? Are we really listening? Are we really getting intuitive downloads that are from God, or are they your ego? But in order to know the difference, you've got to be still. All right? Are you listening? Always use your discernment. Test the spirit. He tells us that. You got to be still. All right? Angel therapy today is the crown chakra. Whether you believe in chakras or not, this is the card that came out. Pay attention to your ideas as they are a message of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. This is how we know that we're listening to God and we're getting inspired. Whether you believe in a fairy or not, maybe that's an angel, maybe that's Yeshua. You get downloads. All right? It's just one of those things you know that you know that you know. Those messages come loud and clear. Now use your discernment of where it came from And then pay attention to the inspirational ideas that you're getting. Transform them into something and manifest them. You can do it because that's God answering your prayers. All right? We just have to use our discernment. All right. Starseed Oracle today. Big picture thinking. Pleiades energy. Visionary. Inspired ideas. Okay. So we're still getting inspiration, inspired ideas that are going to transform us. All right. Let's see what they say about big thinking. All right, big picture thinking. The Pleiades are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. You're being called to be a visionary for the planet. Take a deep breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. You're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future, here to birth a new age and a dream of a new world into being. The future will be woven by dream makers like you, by those with enough courage to question the way things have been and envision new possibilities for the planet. The world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors, and visionary thinkers. Perhaps you've had an idea recently that you're being called to usher in. If so, this card is your confirmation that it's divinely guided. The Pleiadians support us in the important stage in Earth's development. They want us to know that the decisions we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and all its species. They're calling on you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through with daily action, to dream a new world into being, to hold your mind open and try not to worry about what others think, for it takes great courage to pave a new path, to trust a vision before it's reality. So a lot of inspiration today. And yesterday, we talked about being a trailblazer, forge your own path. Do you have a great idea, not only for yourself, but humanity? Are you acting on it? Are you getting your plan together? This is how you can help. You don't need to wait on big government, big tech, your neighbor down the street. You do it. Are you a leader or a follower? Even people that aren't born leaders that like to just help, I get it. But you have your own ideas. Are you using your voice to share them? Maybe someone else will help physically manifest it, but it came from your thoughts. All right, those downloads, that inspiration. All right, you got to learn to trust it and follow it. All right, telepathy tree oracle today is emotion. Look into the depths of your emotions. Sometimes we don't want to, because sometimes those emotions are not pretty, because it's sadness, it's anger, it's depression. We don't like those. Are they necessary? Part of being a human? Yep. It's how we cope. Now, do you focus just on those, or do you focus on the real deep emotion of universal and unconditional love, happiness, joy? What are your emotions telling you? If you're off balance right now, sit still. God will talk to you. You'll get the downloads. You'll get inspired. You'll transform. Don't focus on the negative emotions. Focus on how you can turn it positive. Now, if you're bouncing off the walls and excited and just smiling all the time and love, 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 give, 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 well, learn how to bottle that up. I know some people that could probably use a few doses. Share your energy. Share your positivity. Sometimes just a smile or a word of encouragement goes a long way. With anybody, can be a complete stranger. Smile at somebody today that you don't know. All right? Pay someone a compliment. All right? Get in touch with those emotions. Deal with the sadness and the bad ones, but don't stay there. All right? Transform. All right, now your extras today, your tarot, they spit out two. They came flying out of the deck as I was shuffling, because that's how I do all the decks. And two came out, and I went, which one do you want? And they said, we'll take both. And I said, okie dokie. So here you go. We're going to start out today with the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is the guy in the Rider-Waite who holds on for dear life. Now, it is a pentacle, so it can, relate to finances. Do you have savings? Are you hoarding? That's not good. Okay. What good is it to have a bunch of savings if you're not enjoying it? Now, I understand saving for a rainy day and prepping for, bad things. We don't manifest bad things coming, but we're certainly prepared for them. We don't live in worry and doom and gloom, but it's nice to be prepared when those days come. Remember, 2 or 3 years ago when no one could find toilet paper? People learned their lesson on that one. But that's a lighter side of things. This can represent that you've got entrepreneurship. You're saving and thinking about starting a new project, and you need the money to do it. It can mean that. But let's talk about the spiritual side of this card. Are you holding on to things that you need to let go of because you're not ready to transform? Are you not willing to let go of ways that aren't serving you anymore? That's an emotion. I want you to strongly think about something that you're holding on to. But what if? Well, that's all I have. You sure about that? What are you holding on to? It's okay if you want to save your money for something. That's fine. Now, don't hoard it. What good is it if you can't enjoy it or share it? All right? I love the picture in this. That's a squirrel. He's going to go store his nuts for winter. But how many does he really need? He knows. Do you? All right. The second card today is the Eight of Wands. Now, this is that card that all those wands are lined up. Everything's in alignment. Everything's in balance. Remember, wands are a fire sign. It means action. Something's already in the process of happening, coming quickly, or it is coming, but they're in motion and they're aligned. Some may happen faster than others, but you're getting aligned. Now, if you ask yourself, there's a reason they gave us two. How do you connect the two? Are you worried about keeping your resources stored up? Because this says it's coming fast. You're going to be blessed. All right? It's already in the works. All right? Are you holding on to the emotional, spiritual stuff? Because this is a release and let it go. Fast moving. Let it go. All right? But you've got to have the desire to let it go. So either way, physical 3D, financial, or spiritual, emotional, things you're holding on to that you don't need to transform. All right? Let go. All right? So those are your two extra cards. I appreciate Spirit putting them together because they do make sense. Of 78 cards, they gave us those two. So whatever this means to you, I hope it resonates with you. If it does not, it's okay. Maybe something did. Maybe none of it did. That's all right. We're all different. We're all on different paths with different thinking. All right? No matter what, this message says, get inspired. Transform your life. Be quiet. Listen. Because your divine creator who loves you unconditionally is sending you all the right messages. All right? Let's do the work. All right? You guys have a very blessed day. I will see you on the round table later, where we try to deep dive the secrets and mysteries of Ethiopia. And I'll be hosting that. And then, bring your questions. But I hope you got a blessing out of this message from Divine Spirit. I just translate it. You guys know that. And no matter what, find something that you heard out of this message. Smile and know that you are profoundly loved. Definitely by the Divine Creator. But me too. I love ya.